Hey guys, this is Kieran, and this is my stored energy vehicle. Um, so I went a different route with mine. Everybody else made a mousetrap car or a rubber band car. I decided to make a rubber band plane because it just sounded more interesting, more fun to me. Thought I'd have a better time. And it turned out pretty well. And I went with a foam base because I knew it was pretty light and aerodynamic. And for my first iteration, the frame had snapped when I tried to throw it in the back. It snapped in the back, so what I did is I glued a popsicle stick, or half of a popsicle stick, to the side to just keep that straight. And that turned out working kind of like an I-beam and keeping it in check. And then my second iteration, I broke the hook when I was flying it, and I had to re-glue that on. And I ended up going with a further placement because I realized I didn't have enough tension on the rubber band, so I moved the hook back a little bit. For my third iteration, my frame snapped again a little bit up from the popsicle stick. I'll circle it in red. So I had to glue two different parts of the frame to keep it together. My fourth iteration was the propeller. There was a lot of tension from the rubber band, and I noticed it started pulling down from the plane every time I throw it, and it was kind of leaning down. I was giving it less tension. So what I decided to do is I pushed it up a little bit extra more than it needed to go, and then glued it, and as you can see, it's still a little bit further down than it should be, but it still works fine. And for my fifth iteration, the front wings, I noticed that what I did in the beginning is I cut this out to be made out of wood, and I didn't make it out of wood. I made it out of foam, so I kind of just pushed the foam in. But every time I throw it, this would move around, so I'd have to readjust it after each throw. So I just balanced it right in the middle, and then I glued the wings to each other. So as you can see, I hit my goal of flying 30 feet, and I think it in the beginning of it gliding, it went very well. It glided very well, but I noticed it towards the end would just flip out when it lost all of its just velocity and energy. Once that energy started to lose, it just took a flip backwards, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's where I put the wings, the angle of the wings, but I think I did a pretty good job for making it out of foam and doing what nobody else in my class did. So, yeah, thank you.